guys, we can't do both.
You'll embarrass me. Okay. What was I saying?
Spirit world does two things.
Spirit world does two things. Spirit does two things. Spirit power does two things. Talk and power. Talk and power. So every day, like the little kid, you look this way and say, what is God doing? And what is God saying? Because Spirit talks. Spirit is personalities, not forces. So Spirit talks. God's a spirit, so God talks. Because God's a spirit personality. First thing we know about God is He was walking and talking. And by the way, guys, what kind of a God do we have here? God has never lived in heaven. All right, God has never lived in the sky. Can you please get God out of the sky? It'll help you fight this fight, guys, if you know God's with you. Where was God from the first day He made a human? Everybody say, not in the sky. Never has been in the sky. Is not now in the sky. Will never be in the sky. Where was God after He made Adam? Where Adam was. Walking and talking every day. One of our problems, guys, of fighting the fight, living in victory, walking in power and confidence, is that we don't realize God is with us. God is with us. He's not somewhere, as a song used to say, beyond the blue. Where in the heck is beyond the blue? We are so silly, us religious people. God has that. Now, because God's omnipresent, of course He's in the sky too, because He's everywhere in the universe. But God has never presenced Himself. See, there's the omnipresence and there's a manifest presence. That's what happens when we worship. God is everywhere, but He manifests Himself in particular places and times. So where's God? Wherever humans are. Are you with me? Mm-hmm. Are you with me?
Yes.
Get God out of the sky, guys. Because He's going to be impersonal and really religious. Get Him out of a room with four walls on it called the throne room. God does not sit on a chair-like thing called a throne in a room with four walls around it. Yes, He's on a throne. Yes, there's a throne room, but these are symbolic. How can you get an omnipresent God on a chair? Come on, I had these things in my mind for years of my Christianity. God is not on a chair. His throne is His authority, His sovereignty. Yes, God is still on the throne, but it is not something with a back and a seat and arms. Are you with me?
Yeah.
If you got God pictured on some kind of a chair thing, get Him off of there. And if you think the throne room is a room that has four walls on it and a door. Now, why am I talking to you like this? Why is this important? Because it'll make God harder to access. You'll find Him harder to access if He's on a throne, in a throne room, beyond the blue. Get that stuff out of there, guys. I personally believe it's demonic. I believe the devil is the one who's put that into religious minds. No. God has always been where humans are. I heard this, God used to walk and talk with man in the Garden of Eden in the cool of the day, but then we sinned. And because God's a holy God, He had to remove Himself to the other side of the universe to play golf. Because He cannot look upon sin. Then I read the Bible, which is always a good idea. Where was God the day after Adam and Eve sinned? Everybody say the same place. He was the day before they sinned. God did not move. God did not withdraw. Adam withdrew.
Yeah.
Adam was not seeking God. God was seeking Adam. You hear these teachers and preachers say, you're not going to find God unless you really seek Him, man. Because he's hard to get. He doesn't really want to hang out with you. And you got to really look out for Him, man, otherwise. Come on, guys. Adam was hiding. He was trying to get away from God. And God came to Adam. Adam was not seeking God. God was seeking Adam. Turn to somebody next to you and say, God's seeking you when you're not seeking Him. God's looking for you when you're trying to hide from Him. Come on, tell Him. God's looking for you.
God's looking for you.
When you're trying to hide. When you don't even want to have anything to do with God. He's coming to your house and knocking on the door. Oh man, we think, oh, I've been away from God. Oh yeah, well He's been right there. I've been away from God for 30 years out in sin. Well, don't look over your shoulder. Because He's following you right through there.